What do you think is the fastest way to lose fat? It's not starving yourself, it's not running a mile every day, and it's definitely not going on a military diet. It's actually eating animal protein. I was able to lose 65 pounds of fat in less than 6 months, and in this video I'm going to show you how you could do the same. You're going to have to be maximizing animal protein. You should be eating an amount of protein mostly made from animals. You could also incorporate them with plant and dairy protein. Protein actually makes you lose fat. I wouldn't be saying this right now because if it wasn't true. When I actually started incorporating more animal protein into my diet, every day that I wake up, the scale always goes down by half a pound to a pound. Protein doesn't actually make you gain weight. It actually builds muscle. So if you start eating animal protein that is essentially just muscle, you will gain muscle. That being said, that is because protein takes the highest demand of your body to digest. Let's say if you eat 100 calories worth of protein, only 70 calories are actually digested, but the grams of protein still stay the same. That being said, you could still eat over 100 grams of protein in one sitting and still gain muscle from it. I've done it multiple times throughout my whole career of weight loss and still continue to burn fat. Don't get into the thought where you can't eat a lot, because you need to be honestly overeating a lot of animal protein. You should be eating like steaks, ground beef, chicken breast, turkey, tuna. Mostly of all those animal proteins should be majority of your meal. What's so weird about eating strictly animal protein every meal that you eat? You don't get a sense of bloatness, brain fog, or just that lethargic feeling after you eat normal meals. So don't believe the myth where you can't eat a lot of meat. But essentially, if you could eat all processed food, which you've already done most of the majority of your life, you could definitely switch that with normal animal protein, which makes you feel fuller longer throughout the day, which will honestly lead to never overeating. Even if you hit over your grams of protein throughout the day, don't be afraid. When I was losing the weight, I always hit about 200 to sometimes 180 grams of protein every single day, which normally I should have only ate 150. Don't be afraid if you overshoot your protein, because the more protein you're going to be eating, that means the longer you're going to feel fuller and still burn a lot of fat. And actually try to give yourself to eat a lot of meat. The thing is that your body won't let you actually fully consume it. Your body will signal you to actually stop eating, which is the hormone called leptin. This hormone actually helps you to know when your body's full or not. And it actually is working properly, rather than the processed food that's telling you that you're full but you still continue to still eat. This is another analogy that I could use, where back in the time when we used to be able to hunt and actually live in tribes, we never actually sat there with a plate telling ourselves, oh, I'm only going to eat half. Back then when we saw an animal and we hunted it, we ate until our body said stop. Technically, every animal has an on and off switch to let them know if they're full or not. We are essentially animals too, so our body has given us a signal to let us know we should stop eating. It should always be an on and off switch. We don't sit there and eat the boar and say, I think I'm only going to eat the leg today. Always eat a lot of beef, chicken, tuna, pork, turkey. These are going to be really good for your weight loss journey. Whenever you're going to a grocery store or restaurant, always look for the higher protein intake. You might be scared that it might be higher in calorie. The higher the protein that item has, you're going to feel fuller throughout the day, which will make sure that you don't lead to yourself to overeating. But it has to be animal protein though. If you don't have animal protein, you're not going to get the same effects if you eat like a normal protein bar, which only had 20 grams instead of a pound of ground beef where it actually has about over 100 grams of protein. You see the difference? You'll be able to feel fuller longer with the ground beef instead of a protein bar where it only gives you 30 grams of protein and it's only a small size as a Snicker bar. Protein bars and chips and stuff like that, they're all worse than actual normal candy bars because it's filled with a bunch of additives and a lot of unknown added sugar and a bunch of ingredients that you can't even pronounce. Next is going to be strength training. The first time I've ever hit the gym, it was very intimidating when I first saw it because I didn't know what I was supposed to do. I started touching bars, feeling machines, really realizing that I've never really know what I was really doing. But as months go by and I've actually got a program and eventually started seeing some progress throughout my life, the gym became the best return on investment of my life. So if you ever do sign up for a gym or in a gym right now, you will get the best return on investment of your life. Me going there almost every day has given me the skills that I needed as a person that I want to create. Discipline, willpower, and confidence. Once you start incorporating the gym in your life, it starts to branch out in those topics of areas of your life, and it's such a better effect. When I did start on my weight loss journey, I was just an overweight, lonely, awkward kid. But as slowly I started losing weight and started branching out with the confidence that I've actually built from the gym, now I have a lot of friends at the gym where I'm super social. I fist pump them, we work out together, we talk about workouts, and we talk about life in general. And it's such an amazing feeling to have that the gym that I went into has felt like a second home among the people that I'm with. It's like I've made so many friends there that could help me accomplish my goals and also level up my social skills in my life. And then within 6 months of me actually being dedicated in there, I was able to build a physique that I never knew I was able to accomplish. And then you get the question of, damn dude, how'd you do it? When you get to be told by these questions, you would essentially could help these people accomplish things that they're struggling with. You'll feel very productive in your life, feeling like you're valuable to somebody. But when you have the ability to lose your weight, life is such an amazing feeling to have. You get a sense of hopeness because being able to see how your body change to a physique that you did never like to something that you did like, it's an amazing feeling to have. It could be a pity as going through life that you've never seen your physique that you like to have. You've never seen it. And throughout your life, you've always kept that same physique that you've always have. Being overweight. The average Hispanic is either obese or skinny fat. But you are watching this video knowing that you don't want to be the average of the people that are out there in the world. You want to be different. And that's totally fine. You have to understand when you're sleeping, you're technically in a fasted state. This is why I always preach to never neglect sleep, because when you sleep, your body enters repair mode. The thing is that the foods that you're going to be eating, and if you incorporate sleep within that time frame, if you haven't hit your energy level baseline, if you hit below it, you essentially will use fat to replenish your energies for tomorrow. Not only sleeping helps with many other factors like fix hunger cravings so you don't overeat a lot, help you achieve more energy throughout the day, and lose fat. Honestly, sleeping should never be neglected. It's one of the healthiest drugs to be in. 8 hours of sleeping is always going to be the sweet spot. The more times you neglect sleeping, you're going to just destroy yourself by gaining more fat, having more hunger cravings, and honestly having shitty energy levels throughout your day. Not only this will destroy your mental health by increasing depression, anxiety, and more stress, but every other effect that's going through your life right now will be 10 times worse if you neglect sleep. So I'm telling you this right now, never neglect sleep. But that's it. I wish I had this advice when I started losing weight. Click on the course down below if you want to lose weight faster. Click on this video right here if you want to continue learning more. Put down that fork and go lift some weights, brother. And I'll see you soon.